Hi there guys, this is Adrian here from IAmJadoreTV, and I have a video to talk about today. It is a humdinger. There's a little controversy. I mean, it's Tony Northrup and Frono's photo, Jared Poland, having their photographer beef about this. Personally, I believe everyone should be shooting in RAW, and I'll go to explain my reasons for that. I shoot in nothing but RAW. Why? Because it gives me that margin of error to correct easily without loss of quality. That's what I personally believe. Everyone should be, novice or not, I don't care, you should be shooting in RAW. It takes about 2 seconds, okay, less exaggeration. It takes about 5 minutes to learn the difference and what's good for each. So if you're picking up a camera, you're spending minimum £300, I'm sure you can take 5 minutes out to learn, 5 minutes to learn a quick brief difference of why you'd be using each of those formats. Again, for printing and etc, putting on your website, Instagram. I mean, Instagram compresses it, yes, but if the original image is quality is at a 10 and it reduces it to a 5 through Instagram, but if you're already taking the image at quality 5, it's going to reduce it even more. So that's why I believe just take the image at the highest quality as well. And I understand Tony Northrup's point when he said about the RAW does take up more memory, and effectively that costs more money because you have to buy more memory cards. I do understand that, but if you're a novice, I don't believe you'll be taking as many pictures as a professional would anyway. And in saying so, just buy a 64 gig, 32 gig. I mean, I sometimes go on shoots with a 16 gig and I'm taking raw images. I don't fill it up. That's just, obviously everyone's gonna have different ways of shooting. What they're shooting is different. I understand all of that, but you're gonna take that into consideration anyway, with how much gigs that you're going to need in the first place. I just personally believe it just gives me that margin of error, especially when I'm shooting. I mean, I'm in London, so it's overcast and it's dark half of the time. So shooting in JPEG would be ridiculous, because when I want to raise the shadows, it's going to be a bunch of noise. It's going to be nasty. I don't like that. Again, it does depend on the camera quality that you're shooting with already. I'm shooting on a Sony A7 with a 35mm 1.4 from SAMYANG, but I still, because there's a shoot I did recently, I forgot, someone went to my camera and changed it, because I don't take it off of RAW, changed it. I went back in editing, and the editing was just, it was a headache, especially when I'm in Lightroom and I want to change the camera calibration. I don't know if any of you know, if you shoot in JPEG, you cannot change the profile of the camera calibration. That's what annoys me. That really gets on my nerves. RAW just gives you that more, as I said, just gives you that more access to do a lot with the image than a JPEG does, especially when it comes to the dynamic range in it and stuff like that. If your camera doesn't really even have that much greater dynamic range in the first place, you're just going to limit it even more. I just like that freedom. I can raise my exposure without having all that noise and grain and in my shadows. I can make a nighttime shoot look like daytime, just for the fact I can push it over the edge that much and go that extra further with the editing. That's why I shoot in RAW, and I advise everyone to as well. I mean, JPEG, again, I say if you're a beginner or even a professional and you want to use JPEG and you're literally not editing it, you're just gonna upload it, put it on Instagram, website, straight from the camera, if that's your thing, and obviously save your memory, save time with storage and all of that, and then just shoot JPEG and post it wherever you're posting it. I totally agree with that, but I don't believe if you're going to do excessive editing or extensive like serious editing work or stuff like that, I don't think you should be shooting in JPEG at all. Especially if you look on my Instagram page, everything is shot on RAW, and if you see the type of stuff I take on my Instagram account and my website, you'll see that there's no way those images would have been shot in JPEG and come out as clean as they did. So I just think as a quality thing, everyone wants to get the utmost quality. I mean, you wouldn't buy a £300, £400 camera minimum to not have the best quality. I mean, that's why you bought the camera, isn't it, right? So you want the best out of it. So that's why I believe everyone should be shooting in RAW. I mean, I guess I agree with Jared here. You're gonna shoot with RAW, but then I do see the points of Tony Northrup as well. So yeah, that's just my take on it. If you wanna leave a like, comment, and subscribe, just leave a message down below as well. What do you think? What's best? RAW, JPEG? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let's maybe have a discussion about this. Definitely check out my Instagram account, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video.